When the sun rises over Shanghai, the city awakens not to silence, but to the sizzling of oil, the clatter of spatulas, and the shuffle of early risers lining up. For locals, breakfast isn't a luxury, it's a ritual. It's fast, it's cheap, it's handheld, and it's almost always hot. Skip the hotel buffet. If you want to understand what locals really eat, you need to start your morning on the street. Walk through almost any neighborhood between 6 and 9 a.m. and you'll find a crowd gathered around a metal cart with a bubbling pot or a hot griddle. One of the most iconic street breakfasts is the Jianbing, a savory Chinese crepe made fresh to order. A thin batter is spread over a round hot plate, then topped with egg, crispy wonton sheets, scallions, pickled mustard greens, and chili sauce. It's folded up into a perfect parcel and handed over in seconds. It's crispy, soft, spicy, salty, everything at once. Next to the Jianbing vendor, you might find yaotie long, golden strips of deep-fried dough. Think of them as Chinese crullers, slightly salty and light despite their size. Locals often pair them with doujiang, warm or cold soy milk, served in cups or bowls. Dip the yaotie straight in. The textures and mild flavors are made for each other. It's the kind of breakfast combo that tastes like childhood for most Shanghainese. And of course, there's the local pride, shengjian bao, pan-fried soup dumplings. These buns are thicker than their famous cousin xiaolongbao, with a crisp, golden bottom from the flat-top griddle and a juicy, soupy pork filling inside. Bite carefully. Locals know to nibble first, slurp the broth, then go for the rest. Some stalls sell sticky rice rolls filled with pickles, pork floss, and egg. Others might offer steamed buns, sweet red bean pastries, or hard-boiled tea eggs for those on the go. Every neighborhood has its go-to spots, and queues are the best endorsement. If there's a crowd, get in line. Shanghai mornings are fast and practical, but they never skip flavor. To eat like a local here is to start your day standing on the pavement. Chopsticks or paper bag in hand, steam rising into the morning air. This is breakfast in Shanghai. Humble, hearty, and unforgettable. Lunchtime in Shanghai is fast, focused, and deeply rooted in routine. As the midday bell rings, the city's streets fill with workers, students, and shopkeepers, all searching for something comforting and quick. Usually within a 10-minute walk from wherever they are. Forget fine dining or drawn-out meals. What locals really crave at lunch is flavor, familiarity, and value. Step into a small corner eatery during peak hour and you'll see the real heartbeat of Shanghai's lunch culture. Stainless steel trays stacked with stir-fried vegetables, braised pork, tofu dishes, and steaming rice. These are dabankai spots. Canteen-style places where you choose 2 or 3 dishes with rice for a set price. No frills, no nonsense, just hearty, honest food. In other parts of the city, locals line up outside noodle stalls and dumpling houses that have earned legendary reputations. A bowl of Niru beef, noodle soup, or wonton tang, wonton soup, might be all someone needs to reset for the second half of their day. These dishes are fast, deeply satisfying, and usually prepared by the same hands that have made them for years. You'll also find office workers grabbing boxed meals, bento-style lunches packed with meat, veg, and rice from delivery drivers or tiny window counters. It's a blend of tradition and convenience, all delivered with efficiency and speed. Lunchtime in Shanghai may be quick, but it's never rushed when it comes to taste. It's everyday food for everyday people, full of warmth, balance, and no wasted bite. If there's one thing that unites locals across all ages in Shanghai, it's noodles. Noodles are more than a dish here, they're comfort, culture, and expression, all in one bowl. Walk down any alley or food street, and you'll catch the aroma of simmering broths, sizzling scallions, and hand-pulled dough hitting boiling water. It's a ritual, a craving, a daily joy. One of the simplest and most beloved local dishes is kongyuban mian, scallion oil noodles. Just a tangle of wheat noodles tossed in soy sauce, fragrant scallion-infused oil, and sometimes topped with crispy shallots. No meat, no fancy toppings, just deep flavor born from technique. It's a dish you'll find at home, in tiny shops, and even on upscale menus, proof of how loved it is across generations. Then there's niurumian, beef noodle soup, rich and warming with tender slices of braised beef and pickled greens in a soy-based broth. Or yangchunmian, a deceptively simple, clear soup noodle that's often ordered with a side of pork chop or tea egg. Even the way noodles are eaten matters. Some slurp quickly in silence. Others customize with vinegar, chili oil, or preserved vegetables. Shanghai also has spots known for ramyeon, hand-pulled noodles, where chefs stretch and slap dough with rhythmic movements, turning a lump of flour into fine, springy strands in minutes. Locals often have their go-to noodle shop, the one they've been visiting for years. These places rarely advertise. They don't need to. Whether dry, soupy, spicy, or plain, noodles are the soul food of the city. They're quick, affordable, and full of personality. Just like Shanghai itself. Dinner in Shanghai isn't just a meal. It's a moment of connection. After the noise of the workday fades, families gather around the table, chopsticks in hand, ready to share not just food, but stories, laughter, and routine. This is when the real home-cooked dishes come out, full of nostalgia and comfort, passed down through generations. At the center of the table, you'll almost always find hong shao rou, red braised pork belly. It's rich, glossy, and melt-in-your-mouth tender, cooked slowly in soy sauce, sugar, Shaoxing wine, and ginger until it glistens like caramel. It's not an everyday dish for everyone, but it's a favorite when families want something special. Alongside it, there might be steamed fish with ginger and scallions, symbolizing abundance. Or kizi, eggplant braised in garlic and soy sauce, soft, silky, and bursting with flavor. Seasonal greens like kongshin saiwater, spinach, or yokai, flowering rape, are quickly stir-fried and served fresh and bright. Rice is a constant, of course, but some families might add soups like lufa with egg or winter melon with pork ribs. Light but nourishing. The table isn't complete without a mix of textures, colors, and balance. Oily dishes paired with refreshing ones. Bold flavors with clean finishes. Dinner is less about the recipe and more about the rhythm. The clinking of bowls. The sharing of plates. The eat more encouragement from parents to children. It's where Shanghai slows down, reconnects, and recharges one dish at a time. When the sun goes down, Shanghai doesn't sleep. While many cities wind down after dinner, here the streets light up with charcoal grills, neon signs, and the unmistakable aroma of late-night eats. This is when locals swap out formal meals for bold, messy, and satisfying street food. It's not just a snack, it's a ritual. In neighborhoods like Wujiang Road, Dapuqiao, or under elevated metro lines, rows of vendors fire up their grill. Locals gather at foldable tables or perch on plastic stools, chopsticks in one hand, a cold beer or plum soda in the other. Skewers are the main event. Chuana of lamb, chicken hearts, tofu, mushrooms, and squid are brushed with spice mix and grilled over open flames. The air is thick with smoke, spice, and conversation. Then there's the beloved stinky tofu, pungent, crispy on the outside and silky within, served with chili sauce and pickled cabbage. For many Shanghainese, it's a nostalgic treat. For visitors, it's a challenge with a delicious payoff. You'll also find fried rice made fresh on a giant wok, bubbling hot pots served from pushcarts, and malatang, a DIY soup where you pick your ingredients and hand them to the vendor to boil. Not all late-night food is loud, though some locals prefer cold dishes. Sliced pig ear with garlic, sesame cucumber salad, or chilled noodles with vinegar and chili oil. These spots stay open well into the early hours, serving those who've worked late, partied hard, or simply don't want the day to end. Late-night eating in Shanghai is more than just food. It's community. It's where friends gather after work, where strangers sit shoulder to shoulder, and where the city shows its true, unfiltered personality. No dress code, no menus, no pretense, just bold flavors, glowing lights, and the feeling that no matter how late it gets, there's always something hot waiting for you around the corner.